Oh, all right. Hey guys, so today's a pretty cool day. I want to do an overnighter, but not in here. I brought a real tent, this guy, and it is massive. It's about 70 feet wide, plus all the strings and attachments on the side. And I also got a stove inside, so it's actually a heated tent, and I probably need it. So it's 4:30 now. The sun is almost behind clouds, so probably gonna get dark a little bit sooner. So I still have plenty of time, about 90 minutes before it's pitch black. But so I want to set it up. I have to make a clearing, and then install the stove, make a fire inside, make a fire outside. So plenty to do. Less talking, more doing. So I decided that this would be the spot. What I'm gonna do, I can shovel it all free, but what if I just stomp it flat? Number one, that makes it even, or makes it soft to walk on. And if there are any uneven like stumps or trees, I would find them, and we would not lay directly on them, so it would be still a fairly flat area to roll the tent out on it. So all we have to do is just break it all up. At that point, it's probably bigger than the circle I'm walking on right now, because you can really play soccer in it. That's how big it is. So if we do all that, see, makes it fairly flat. All right. So now I rolled it up already. Took it out of the bag, rolled it up again just to test and see, is everything there? How can I handle the setup? How complicated would it be? So I rolled it up, and what I did, and I wish the manufacturer, the manufacturer has done it, point the roll in the direction where the door would be, right? So because I left the door at the end when I rolled it up, now it would be just put it where I want the door. Here. So what's facing me right now with the zippers is the door, and I probably want it facing this way. So all I do is just drop it down and then roll this guy off. And on the snow, I can still drag it around without being super cautious about any kind of sticks, because it's a soft surface, right? So here we go. All right. So now unfold it. It's like a big circus tent. And I'm the clown, probably. I'm the clown. So keep going. So I was not too far off on the size of what I stomped flat. All right, now the other side. All right, massive big. And I'm out of the picture. Okay, so I can still adjust it. See? The beginning is about a foot away from the camera right now. So and what else I did was, those are the ropes later on that I need to tie. I had to tie them on and I left them on. Cool would be if the rope, at the end of a rope, would come with a knot, and they give you, or they have carabiners, so you just click it in and it's way faster than untying the knot, and at the end having something like this metal piece here, what I'll show you later, ruining a tent because it's poking and prodding everywhere. So one step is to go around and put the edge pieces in, which are not the same one as those. So let's do that, reposition the camera so you can see me better and get them in. Let's do it. All right, here we go. And then they give you really tiny hammer like this. You can probably use a club or your own hammer or a piece of wood that you will find. All right, and they go down here in those loops. And you want it nice and clean, right? Let's see if we can get it in the ground, in the frozen ground. Okay. Just like that. I think you get the picture. So I got them all in. So now we need to set up this guy. And there's one hook here at the end. And you want to pay attention. I want that on the top. So go with this in first. As a stabilizer in the center. Otherwise, you have nothing to hang your lantern and equipment on. It's really sturdy, it's really heavy, and there's a steel cord inside, which I'm quite surprised. Didn't expect that. So, okay. This is the entrance. And there is a outer zipper and an inner zipper against bugs and such. So let's hop inside and see what we can do. So, awesome. Fell down. Anyway, so I got it done, as you can see, and there's one spot in the center where you have to position it on. And all I have to do now, what is left, are those additional wires to pull tight and bury them in the ground. And then I think we have a tent. Let's start it. So now, this one here, see that? This pokey thing is a triangle that you have to install and plug in. So there are grooves on each side where the triangle for this structure goes in. And let's do the other side real quick. All right, so that keeps the structure up. The entrance, and then there's a little condom on the top, so it doesn't rain into here, which you have to keep an eye on over years. What I noticed, so I strung them all up except this one, that's the last one, and I just tightened them. So they came already with this loop. You put one end, where's it? You put one end in here, and this triangle is to adjust the height. So once it's long, you take this triangle and you pull on one of those to give it more or less rope. So I did it with all of them, but I didn't go tight on them. And that is probably the better way to do it. What I took as an orientation is the wall that I'm pulling up straight. If I follow down and is it the line that comes down from the tent is the rope and extension of that line. So, and this is way easier than putting in your rope, putting in your pole. Can you see that? Yep, right there. And then stake them all out. And I think the way I did it is a little bit faster and easier. So now what I have to do, the last one, this one, hammer that one in and just pull on every single one to make sure that the roof is not loose and the middle pole is straight up in the air. Let's do that. So I got the stove installed, which is a pain in the ass because the stove hole is not 5 as indicated when you buy it, and it's a little bit over 4, so nothing will really fit, right? So now I got the fire going and I'm going to turn on the light here behind me, and then it's going to be nice and cozy warm in here. So, and finally it's about 6 o'clock, so it took me those 90 minutes to get everything adjusted because the stove was such a mess. Yeah, it's cold in here. That I have now time to get the fire cracking up and the and some food going too.